Why women are mean to men who like them. Ever notice how the more you like a woman, the colder she gets? It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because she's already decided you can't be that valuable if you're giving yourself away so easily. In today's dating market, attention is currency, and the man who spends it carelessly always ends up broke. In her world, attraction isn't always a compliment. It's a calculation. If she doesn't already see you as someone on her level or above it, your interest doesn't make her feel flattered. It makes her feel insulted. Because in her mind, if you're this into me, then I must be out of your league, and that's not a good look for me. Harsh? Absolutely. But in today's dating market, desire from the wrong man is treated less like admiration and more like disrespect. The lower she perceives your social or romantic value, the more everything you do gets reinterpreted through that lens. Your compliments feel creepy. Your kindness feels clingy. Your presence feels like a burden. This is why she'll laugh at a high-status guy's mediocre joke but ice you out for the same punchline. It's not about the joke. It's about what being seen engaging with you does to her image. Modern dating runs on a brutal, unspoken hierarchy where perception trumps connection. And men who don't understand that end up confused, frustrated, and angry at behavior that actually makes perfect sense. Once you know the rules. 1. She's not actually being mean. She's managing her image. A lot of guys take a woman's coldness personally, but sometimes it's not even about you. It's about the image she's trying to protect. In today's dating world, many women aren't just looking for love. They're looking for status, and in her mind, every man she's seen with either raises or lowers her social stock. If she sees you as low value, not because you're a bad guy, but because maybe you're not her type, not in her circle, or you don't fit her curated Instagram lifestyle, she'll go into reputation protection mode. That's why she's short with you at parties, leaves your messages on read, or acts like your kindness is an inconvenience. Think about a woman who smiles and laughs with the guy she's into, then turns into an ice queen when another man tries the same joke, because she's not thinking about the joke. She's thinking about what being seen with him says about her. It's a harsh truth, but in her world, perception can outweigh connection. 2. Hypergamy isn't about love, it's about optics. A lot of men think women choose partners based purely on who treats them the best. But modern dating isn't a charity, it's a marketplace. For many women, the choice isn't between kindness and cruelty, it's between status and stability. And in that equation, status often wins. She's not drawn to the guy who faithfully brings her lunch every day. She's drawn to the guy other women whisper about, the man who seems just out of reach. Why? Because in her mind, his value is validated by the competition for him. The colder or more emotionally unavailable he appears, the more it signals that he must be in high demand. It's the same reason a limited edition luxury watch sells out instantly, while a perfectly functional, affordable one gathers dust on the shelf. It's about perceived scarcity and prestige. So when you make yourself too available, too eager, you accidentally signal that you're not the main event. You're the understudy waiting in the wings. And in the eyes of a hypergamous mindset, that's the kiss of death. 3. The sexual marketplace is a brutal ranking system. In today's dating world, the sexual marketplace is like an unspoken ranking system, and whether you like it or not, she's constantly sorting men into mental boxes. Above me, the men she chases; equal to me, the men she tests; and beneath me, the men she dismisses or disrespects. Here's the brutal part. If you're too eager, too available, or too quick to shower her with attention, she instinctively places you in that bottom category. Not because she's evil, but because to her, high-value men don't rush to please anyone. Think about it. If a woman you barely knew started calling you 10 times a day and offering to pay for everything, you might wonder why she's so desperate. That's how she feels when you pedestalize her too soon. The men she respects make her earn their time and attention because it signals they have other options and a life worth protecting. But when your interest is handed over like a participation trophy, she assumes no other woman wants you, and no woman wants to be with the man that no one else desires. 4. Kindness is seen as desperation, unless you're hot enough. Here's the uncomfortable truth about modern dating. Kindness is not judged by the act itself, but by who it's coming from. If you're tall, fit, wealthy, socially in demand, or carry that quiet confidence that screams, "I have options," your kindness is seen as endearing, even sexy. She'll gush over the fact that you held the door open or bought her a coffee. But if you're an average-looking guy with no obvious status or presence, that exact same gesture can get you labeled as thirsty or creepy. It's not fair, but it's real. Picture this. You offer to buy her a drink. If she sees you as the type of man other women want, she'll smile and thank you, maybe even flirt back. If she's already placed you in the low-value box, she might roll her eyes or mutter, "Leave me alone," before you can finish the sentence. The modern sexual marketplace has twisted kindness into a status test, meaning the man behind the act determines whether it's sweet or desperate. In her world, value comes first, kindness second. Women respond not to what you do, but to where they think you stand in their hierarchy. And if you don't first establish attraction or respect, your niceness will feel more like a plea than a gift. She doesn't want your love. She wants their envy. You gave her the kind of attention most women claim they want: steady, loyal, and intentional. You noticed the way her hair caught the sunlight. You remembered the little details she mentioned in passing. You showed up without her having to beg. But in her eyes, that wasn't romance. It was proof you had nothing better to do. Meanwhile, the guy who barely texts her back, the one who doesn't flinch when she posts a thirst trap, the one she's not even sure likes her, he becomes the prize. Not because he's better looking, richer, or smarter. No. It's because his indifference forces her to chase, and chasing makes her feel alive. In the modern sexual marketplace, many women aren't looking for love. They're looking for validation in the form of winning over the man other women want but can't have. It's less about connection and more about proving she can climb the social ladder of desirability. And the cruel irony? The more you openly value her, the less value she assigns to you. Final word. Here's the hard truth most men don't want to hear. Modern women, especially in today's dating market, aren't wired to respond to your love. They respond to your perceived status. If she senses you like her too much, her mind doesn't think, "Wow, I'm lucky." It thinks, "If he's this into me, he must not have options." And the moment she believes you're short on options, her respect for you plummets. This is why some women will be ice cold to the guy who treats them like gold, yet warm and playful with the man who treats them like just another Thursday. It's not logic, it's a power dynamic. In her world, attention is currency, and the more freely you give it, the less valuable it becomes. So stop investing in women who see your kindness as proof you're beneath them. Make your attention rare, make it earned, and you'll be shocked how quickly the same women who once dismissed you start leaning in to get it.